In the mountains here, there stood the village of Hong'ai, several hundred years old. One day the earth shook, the ground slid, and a few minutes later, half the village was swallowed up in a mountain of dirt. This was in May. At the time, the people here told us they had just one sack of rice left. Otherwise, they survived only from what volunteers could drop off. It is now winter and cold. They tell us it can snow very hard up here, but the residents still live in makeshift shelters like they did in late spring. Hu Chunyu was one of the wealthiest people in the area. She owned a 3-story hotel. Now she has nothing. But she must continue to pay her mortgage on the ruined hotel building.
Tourism is the only business option we have here. We don't have land to farm.
Which means Mrs. Hu hopes that if she rebuilds it, the tourists will come. But for the moment, no tourists, and the only thing her hotel is good for is scrap metal, the most profitable form of income for this once picturesque holiday location. It is the only way to make a living here now. And if you don't want to dig, then you must leave and find work elsewhere. Either way, it's about self-reliance. The government stopped providing financial assistance to quake victims months ago.
You can't expect the government to help you with everything. You have to depend on yourself, too.
The villages in the surrounding areas have been completely destroyed by landslides. The plan now is to consolidate everyone in one location and rebuild everything in 2 to 3 years. This new village will have a new name, Tai'an, and they tell us it will be designed in the classical Chinese style to attract visitors. Mrs. Hu can only hope enough tourists will turn up to fill her future hotel. In the meantime, she stays busy by preparing lunch every day for the men who help clear her rubble. Melissa Chan, Al Jazeera, on Qingcheng Mountain in Sichuan Province, China.